What's going on? Y'all know what I was doing? I was polishing my nails, child. Uh, come on here. It is 6 o'clock. Yeah. Okay. Hey, y'all. Now, I'm looking for my folks, waiting on y'all to come on through. Come on in, Jacq Squad, everybody, on this wonderful Sunday. Uh, come on in. I was doing something with my nails. Uh, yeah. All right. Come on in. Come on in. Now, I'm trying to get myself together here. Come on in, y'all. Where's my peeps? Now, because I could be on the TikTok. All right? Hey, there go Neek. Neek, I was waiting on you. Neek. Neek is always the first one. Hey, Neek. Neek. Hey, Nola. My girls. Y'all, I love y'all. Hey, hey, hey. Y'all know what I was doing? I was polishing my nails, child, right? Polishing my nails. Um, Look all right, okay, because I didn't get the chance to put the second coat or the clear. Got it right here. I should have been there. Let me tell y'all something. I'm working, instead of having 3 days off in a row, I got 1 day and then thank you, Nola. And then I work, I'm off today, Sunday, work tomorrow and off Tuesday. So I don't have the 3 days. So I'll be trying to do a whole bunch of stuff, namely rest, right? When I'm off. But I'm only going to do this like this for about 10 weeks, and then I'm going to call it quits on that, right? I ain't gonna be doing that. As y'all know, I'm working towards getting my merchandise, Fast Black bags and accessories, and my accessories are going to be sunglasses and scarves. I'm gonna do that first, and then we're gonna when my manufacturers, I'm gonna have my purses probably towards the end of the summer, right? But that's what I'm gonna do. Because I need time, y'all, to write my book and do other stuff and live my life. I done sat in the house 3 years, is enough of that, right? Anyway, y'all, we got to talk about, I ain't gonna be on here long, y'all, because my grandbaby came last night and I got to spend some time with her. She came like midnight. And today I was like in the bed, so pretty much, But I'm gonna spend some time with her and I'm gonna do some TikToks. She's been waiting on me to do some TikToks with her, so that's what I'm gonna do, right? This evening. And first, before I even get started, y'all, I know, Nick, I know you ain't watching no whole lot of TV, but got to watch, come on tonight, I want to say, I think it do, at 9:30. Let me just check my guide. Got to watch SWV, an escape show on Bravo. I think it come on tonight. Let me just look up the TV guide. I think it come on tonight, right? Let me tell y'all something. I always thought that it was Candy the problem with Escape, right? Candy might have been the one that talked the most. Hey, Lisa Marie, thank you. Let me see. I think it's 9:30. Bravo. I think it come on tonight. Let me tell y'all something. Let me see. Bravo. Oh, it said come on at 8. 8 to 9. And it come back on at 9:30. Okay, so it come on at 8. SWV and Escape show. Now listen, SWV and Escape are iconic 90s R&B girl groups, right? We love SWV, we love Escape, right? They all older now. I think the SWV girls are in their 50s, 50, 51, something like that, 52. And Natasha, she is the problem. Did you watch it, Nick? Oh my God. So, I always like Taj and Lele's energy. Now, Coco was like that on their show. She was the Latasha on their show a couple years back. But I think Coco done had a come to Jesus moment with herself, or somebody told her something, and then she watched it. See, once that reality TV, you can watch it. When you watch it, see how ugly you act. If you want to keep getting money, you be like, oh, no, I ain't doing this. I got to switch that up, right? Coco was the Latasha. Latasha energy was so stank, I could feel it through the TV, right? And then she got a sister. I don't get that, right? And so anyway, They were in Vegas or somewhere performing, and Tasha left her. Tamika was locked out of her dressing room, her and somebody else. I don't know if it was her and Candy, her and somebody, right? And Tasha went on about her business. Now Tasha's married to Rocky, and Rocky is her husbander, right? Them husbanders is always a problem, right? Now they've been together, they say 27 years. They've been together when they was young or whatever because of that husband. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Now the husband didn't seem to, but that's what I believe it is, right? So, you know, they've been together. I noticed she said 27 years, and their son looked like he's about that age. He's in college or somewhere. He's big and grown or whatever, right? But for her to not communicate with her sister, for her not to see about her sister, now then, I could see they want to go on tour, right? And so Tamika comes and speaks with Candy at her place of business, her studio, her and Tiny and Tamika. Tamika wants the bag. Now, what I have realized by watching this show, Corey, nephew, what I realized by watching this show is that Tamika was getting along. She was getting along to go along. How do you say that? She was going along to get along, right? Tasha's always been the problem. She said, I'm not missing out on the bag this go round, sis, right? So when Escape went on tour, Tasha didn't go. It was just 3 of them. You know it's 4 of them. Tasha didn't go. I don't know what they did. I don't know who sung her part. I don't know what happened, right? But she didn't go. Because I think Tasha thinks she's bigger than who she is, right? There's a reason why y'all a group. Sure, all of them can sing. All of them have beautiful voices. They have beautiful voices in Escape, right? Tasha may have the best voice or the nicest voice. I don't know, because her sister can sing to me, and so can Tiny. And Candy can too. She's an alto or whatever she is, right? But Tasha, I don't like her attitude. It's horrible, right? If you don't want to be here, don't even come on the show. You shouldn't even be on the show, right? But she come with the stank face. Her face was so stank, right? Yeah, and so anyway, so Taj, Taj is always upbeat and bubbly, her and Lily. I see Coco done calm down. So they gonna have a meeting, right? To discuss going on tour together, which would be a beautiful thing, right? 2 90s iconic groups, wonderful, right? Well, and I didn't realize that their ages SWV till I Googled it when I was watching the show, right? She can blow. Yes, she can. And that's why she's acting like that, right? And so they at the table. First of all, when they come in, everybody, hey, girl, hey, girl, hey, you look good, hey, right? Tasha come in with her get up on, right? And speak sort of kind of to everybody but her sister. So Tasha say, sit down, sit over there by your sister. She don't even speak to her, right? They don't even speak, right? And then Tamika says something about you look nice or something. It's her. She was just so dry, so ugly acting. So now they're going to discuss. They're getting down to the business. Let's discuss going on this tour. What y'all think? Let's get on this. It's like, yeah, we're going to need to say, we're going to use the same band. They get into the specifics of it, right? After they do all that, Tasha say, I'm not sold on it. I don't like it. Huh? Y'all trying to get a bag. This gonna be your last go round. Y'all in your I think Tasha them 48, 49, 47, something like that. SWV's 50, 51, 52. They already, this might be y'all last giddy up on that, right? Not necessarily, but you're gonna be out of breath, you're gaining weight, all that stuff, right? Child, she said, no, so things need to be addressed first. Now, her sister right next to her. You talking about the situation with your sister, but you ain't looking at her. Sister right here, she talking this way. Talk to your sister. Her attitude was horrible. And Taj and them told him, listen, it's a greater cause than that. You get to work that out, figure that out, right? They told him, because Coco, like I said on her show, Coco was the Tasha, right? It's always somebody to think they better than the other person. Let her go on out there solo and see how well, right. She is too old for that. And then also, when they were going on tour, she announced that she was going to make a solo gospel album or something. Y'all know she was on TikTok or IG and sung Leandra's song, if y'all seen that, right? Like, girl, y'all a group for a reason. And for whatever reason, she thinks she's the greatest, right? Now, after the dinner, the sit down, we don't need it in gospel, but she thinks she's the greatest, right? I ain't heard her for doing nothing yet. Ain't nothing happened yet. Anyway, so they go to the mama's house. Now, before they get to the mama's house, on the green screen, Tamika says her mother has always favored Tasha. And sometimes a child will always think the mother favoring, and their mother might not really be favoring a child. When they showed it, it was quite evident that her mother favored Tasha. And I don't know if Tasha bought her house or what it is. See, as a mother, I'm a mother. I got 3 kids, 3 different men, 3 different times in my life, 3 different personalities. They say, sometimes they tease that, Joe, which is the one here, is my favorite. It's not that he's my favorite. We are the most alike. And we went through some trials together. My other 2 were grown. We went through some trials and tribulations together. And our birthdays are 3 days apart, so we're alike. But I don't love one child more than the other. That's stupid, right? Anyway, the mama clearly sides with Tasha, and it was evident when you watch the show. Matter of fact, it was cringy to me as a mother to watch that, right? Because how do you do that? This girl is telling you how she feels and she's hurt and so on and so forth, and you like, girl, you crazy. And then Tamika says that Tasha and her husband, some kind of way, got a hold of her royalties at some time or another. That some check was supposed to go to her, and it went to them, and they say the husband cashed it, right? And Tamika said, I can still, I don't know if she said sue or prosecute or something. She said, because I can still do that, right? The mother stepped in again. Hey, Sheila. And sided with, we talk about SWV, I think it does come on tonight. SWV and Escape show that comes on tonight, and how ugly Tasha was, LaTasha. So that always favoring. Sometimes it's the one that needs you the most or the one more like yourself. True, but it was evident at this moment. If you call your 2 daughters over to have a sit down and smooth things out, you don't side. Like, my kids got into a situation, and I ain't no siding. I'm going to tell you what need to be said. I'm going to tell you, y'all grown. That's what they always say, I'm grown. Okay, be grown. Ain't no siding. Matter of fact, I told my son, I don't even want to know what happened. I don't want to know. I don't want to hear it, quite frankly. I don't want to hear it, right? And the way that she sided, to me, she sided with Tasha. I didn't like that. Especially as a mother. I didn't like that. And grown kids. Mothers who favor one over the other, that's not. Now, I just don't see that. I just don't. The running joke in my family is that Joe is my favorite. He is not my favorite. And I used to tell him, I don't like none of y'all the same, right? But I got, my oldest is my oldest. Joe is the baby. Jazz is my only girl. Everybody got a special spot. I don't have no favorite, right? You do have to be fair. Exactly. You have to be fair. That's the word, Nick. Fair, right? I didn't like the way the mother sided with her, and immediately it was 2 against 1. And Tamika said it's always been like that, 2 against 1. And she felt that. But I saw it. And if you watch the show, you'll see it. Now, what I think is going to happen after this season is up, and the mother watch herself, hope she changes herself. I'm going to say that Tasha probably, and Tasha been with her husband 26. She don't need her mama like that. She got her husband. They've been together 27 years. That's your backbone right there. I didn't like it. Did not like it. And like I said before, when they broke up, I thought it was Candy. I did. I thought it was Candy. I even thought it was Candy while she was on Housewives, and we met her mama, Miss Joyce. Miss Joyce is something else. But I see that it was Tasha, and Candy might have been the outspoken one to speak against Tasha. And then Tamika, that being her sister, you side with your sister. And then Tamika, had said that Candy was sleeping with everybody and everything. Okay. But I see that it's Tasha has the problem. Now, what she wants, I don't know. What's her problem? I don't know. But I know I think it's going to be on this episode that they talk, and Escape wants to be the headliner. Now, I'm going to ask y'all drop down in the comments. Because me and my daughter had this debate earlier. She said, because Escape is more relevant than SWV, they should be the headliner. But in business, the headliner is who made the most sales. I do know that SWV has more. They made more money. They made more sales, and they have more albums than Escape. Right now, Escape might have been doing something since that night 2017, but they was all dead in the water for a long period of time, right? Maybe 20 years, and then they resurface. And Candy, I think, is responsible for them resurfacing because she's on Housewives, right? But SWV sold more, had more record sales, so they should be the headliner. And then Coco get up, and we see a side of Coco. Now, what I want to see, y'all, because I'm petty, I want to see the matchup between Coco and Tasha. Because Coco was giving them hell on their reality show. She was giving them hell. She didn't want to do this. She wanted to quit. But see, what happened was, with Coco, I'm going to say, her husband, they broke up, and you need that money. You need that bag. And then you watch yourself in TV and saw how ugly you was acting. They should. That's right. That's right. That's what I said. That's what I said. They sold more, so they headliner. But I don't know, because I'm not in that business, if anybody has to be the headliner. Why can't it just be SWV and Escape? Right? I love them both, but I think Escape should be. You think Escape? That's what my daughter said. She think Escape. And why you think Escape? Because they resurfaced first. I don't know, because I like them both equally, I think, right? Escape has more hits. I think SWV got more hits. Escape should be the headliner. They are still relevant to this day. That's what my daughter said. People going to see Escape, Candy, and Tiny. Yeah. Definitely think SWV should open, only their music is more slow and down tempo. Okay, right. Hey, Lily's grandma. You don't like Escape, Sheila? You don't like Escape? Why you don't like Escape, girl? Who you don't like? Or you just don't like none of them? Who you don't like, Sheila? Please explain. Please explain. Who you don't like? I like all their music, right? I'm trying to think, because the 90s was my favorite era, for real. I was living in Cincinnati in the 90s, and I was doing a lot of things, right? Yeah, I was doing a lot of things. Escape is going to pump you up and send you on your way. Yeah, they are. To me, I don't know why somebody should be a headliner. Like, I'm not in that business, so does the headliner get more money? Like, I don't know what that means. You don't like that music? You don't like, who was that? You don't like Escape music? Sheila, Escape was everything. I love both. Me too, Lily. Lily's grandma. I do too. And I'm trying to think if I had a favorite. Now that I'm thinking about it, if I was to pick, it might be Escape. I don't know. Their voices are viewed. SW lasts longer because Escape couldn't stop arguing. Right. Let's see. Now that I'm thinking about it, I like them both, but I might be more in tune to the Escape. Only because they come out that So Def Camp. There's a lot of intertwining there. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the East Coast, and SW had the East Coast. Yeah, they did. Right? They did. I like them both, y'all. But it's going to be some ruckus tonight. Now, I'm not going to... Come on over to us. I'm not going to watch it tonight because I don't have cable. I have the streaming app, so I got to watch it on Bravo. With Bravo, you have to watch it the next day. So I'll be watching it tomorrow when I get off work. But I don't know. Now that I think about it, I don't know. Because I think I like them both equally. Because, they were... So when Escape came out, they were like tomboyish, like a lot of girls was in the 90s, right? They had the B-girl, was it called B-girl swag? But now SWV had very pretty voices, right? But Coco was always, you could always tell Coco was the lead, right? She was the lead. She was in charge. She was the lead, right? But in Escape, everybody was equal. Everybody was equal. I don't know. We're going to see how I do tonight, y'all. We're going to see how I know. Now, let me tell y'all something. Y'all that just got on here, I'm not going to be on here long because my grandbaby just came from Detroit at midnight, and she waiting on me to do some TikToks with her. You cannot tell who was... Right, there was no lead. They said that. There was no lead. They all had their own individual voices, and they all, they all had beautiful voices. As with SWV, Coco was the lead, and she would say that. Listen, y'all, we got to talk about, because I ain't gonna be on here long because I got my grandbaby here. She waiting on me to do some TikToks and they cooking and it smell good. We got to talk about, Corey, I need you to chime in on this. What y'all think really was going on when them 4 people went to Mexico? Because now the Mexicans have up these people that they say did it, which I don't believe. I don't believe those are the people that did it, first of all. Because if it was cartel, they ain't gonna, here we go, y'all, and we sorry. And they wrote a I'm sorry note. I don't believe it. What y'all think? What y'all think? Was they down there, as Corey said, on an escapade, which I think they was? I don't want to talk bad about it because 2 people lost their lives, but I'm just telling you, you ain't had no business taking your country asses over there to Mexico, right? Because first of all, ladies, Corey, I don't know if Corey's pretty worldly, so he may know. When you get a BBL, you have to lie on your stomach and stay off your butt. You cannot ride in a car for 20 hours after BBL. It is medically stupid to do that, right? I think, yeah, something was going on. I could say, I don't want to offend the people that's left, but they went on a dummy mission, right? They went on a dummy mission and went somewhere. When you was little, they said, don't go over there. Don't go over there. You ain't got no business over there. That's what that was. Don't go over there. You ain't got no business over there. They went over there and had no business over there, right? That's what I said. What cartel writes an apology letter? So what has happened is, so now folks is getting scared to go over there, right? Hey, Jacq. It was not that was such a dummy move. It was such a dummy move, right? Okay, y'all going over there because y'all going to see El Chapo now, right? Okay. Whoever, right? You don't drag your car and you don't go 4 deep. And you don't take her. What'd you take her for? She in the way, right? First of all, you should have said something better than the BBL, because BBL is excruciating pain. I know 2 people very close to me that have had that procedure. It's excruciating. It's excruciating, right? And you cannot ride. You're going to get your BBL. First of all, when you get the BBL, you go to what they call it's a house you go to where they keep you for 24, 48 hours or something like that, where they take care of you. There's a lot of drainage. It's a lot that goes on with a BBL, right? It is going to negatively affect. So that's why they up these dudes. Them dudes didn't look scary. They up these dudes and with an apology letter, right? Cartel, first of all, I don't know no serial killers or no murderers or no crazies that's apologizing. They don't do that, right? That was just what you think it was. Yeah. She should have did better research. That city was on the no travel list. Exactly. I just don't think that they went to, because again, when you go to get a BBL, they tell you all the things you have to do. You can't ride in a car. First, you have to go. I can't think of the name of the house they go to. Recovery house. They go to a recovery house and stay like 48 hours, because you got drainage, you got tubes on you. There's a lot going on. It's bloody. It's messy. It's a lot going on after you have a BBL. You cannot. They tell you to be careful on the plane. Right? You can't ride in no car for 20 hours with a BBL. You can't do that. That's painful. That's excruciating. You got to lay down. Right? That's unhealthy to do that. Right? Medically not safe. Right? I think they was on a Nino Brown mission and it got messed up because it was somewhere they ain't had no business. It was somewhere they didn't have no business. They didn't have a signal. They didn't think it through. They just did not think it through, right? Who was the 6th person that was left in Texas? Was it a 6th person? Oh, you mean one of the bad guys? I don't know because I don't know. You mean with the people? It was 5 people, not 4. Is that what you mean, or do you mean it was more people that were guilty of the crime of killing them? Okay. I don't know if it was a 5th person. I didn't hear that. I don't know. That's interesting. I don't know. But why would you be? That's even worse. Why would you be 5 in a car? Well, and I ain't going across town with 5 people in the car, let alone 20 hours. That don't make no sense. Hey, Tanya. Tanya, we talking about the people that went to Mexico and 2 of them didn't come back. And they did that all wrong. Yes, 5, not 4. So it was 5. I didn't know that. Where they at? I didn't know that. Where they at? I didn't read that. I didn't see that. Listen, certain places you don't go. Did y'all see that the cruise ship, I want to say it was a Princess Cruise Line, the whole ship got sick over there in Mexico? And they call it something like like a stomach virus, but they got a name for it because it happens on cruise ships. But everybody got sick, right? Cross because her papers weren't together. She couldn't cross because her papers weren't together. So somebody else was supposed to go and didn't go. Is that what you're saying, Lisa Marie? Thank God she didn't go. What? What? Now, do you need a pass? Because is Mexico part of the United States now? I'm not sure. Do you need a passport to go over to Mexico? Because I think people could just drive over there, right? You just go on over there and go through the thing and show you. Oh. Listen. I ain't going to Mexico under no circumstances. You can go to, there's plenty of other beautiful tropical places you can be than Mexico. They got tequila, right? Can you travel out of the country if you have a felony? Yeah, you can. But it can't be, you can't be active. You can't be, let me see how that go. Because my church went to Canada. And I couldn't go because of what? Why couldn't I go at this time? Why couldn't I go? And I have a case pending or something. I can't remember, right? But your paperwork got to be in order and your criminal status got to be resolved, right? Whatever you're going through has to be resolved. But because you can leave, but then you can't get back. United States ain't going to let you back if there's something going on with you. Because I remember, like I said, my church went to Canada. And I remember I didn't go because of something legal reason why I didn't go, right? Because if your paperwork ain't right, then you can't get back into the States. I do know that, right? First of all, there's plenty of places to go besides me. Go to Florida. You want to tropical, go to Florida. They got palm trees. That's why they drove. Could be, but the bottom line, why would you drive 20 hours anywhere? I ain't driving 20 hours nowhere, right? And now we have to have those special licenses or ID. Okay. But see, the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying without saying what I'm saying, if y'all follow me, is that you couldn't bring back what you wanted to bring back on the plane. That's why you drove. Hey, Dion. 20 hours is too crazy, right? I ain't going. The most I can ride in a car, whether I'm driving or riding, is I'll do 4 tops. 3 is my limit, though. 3 is my limit. That's my limit. I don't want to be in a car a long time. Like when I lived in Cleveland, my friends, I used to live in Cincinnati, so I would go back and forth. Cleveland at the top, Cincinnati at the bottom. That's 4 hours. That got on my nerves. That was enough for me, right? I don't care how cheap it is. Mexico is not on my. It's not. Is that why they go? Because it's cheap. Is that why they go, Grandma? Because it's cheap. Go to Texas. Go over there to Texas. Why would you go somewhere that's on the no travel? They got a no travel advisory. Why? I don't think of that. I didn't think of that. You cannot bring it back up. That's what I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all that's what it was. I just don't want to say it out loud. You know what I'm saying? Because you took first of all, ain't no man going with you to the BBL. This is your man, right? And he ain't gonna tell you not to drive. The whole thing is stupid. First of all, BBL, you have to rest. The recovery process is long and painful. Long and painful. I've had 2 family members to get it, so I know exactly what I'm talking about. I sat there and watched with my own eyeballs, right? It's painful and it's a process. You cannot be in the car. Secondly, hey, Golden. Secondly, whatever you was trying to do, you needed to be in the car to bring it back. See, that was something they concocted up in the living room and thought that was a bright idea. There ain't nothing. We can go on down there and get that. That's what they thought. I'm telling y'all, that's what they thought, right? Good to see you. Good, thank you. That's what they thought, right? So they gonna go and be El Chapo. Yeah, they did. I ain't want to say it. Kayla. I ain't want to say it, but that's what it is, right? Because you took your peoples, right? And it went all bad. It went all bad, right? I don't know if they did their research and know that you can't fool with them people like that. You can't come. That's just like if you come to my house uninvited. Whatever happened to you happens. Okay? I remember growing up, that's what they told us. Don't ever go to nobody's house to fight, do nothing, because whatever happened to you happens. You went over there on them people's property and on their turf, and that's what happened. Lumps, bumps, started stuff. That's what I'm saying. You can't do that. You can't do that, right? You can't do that. You cannot do that. And it's sad and horrible that two people lost their lives. But you over there messing around when you ain't got no business. You know, we was all taught, black folks, don't go over there. You ain't got no business over there. If y'all remember, listen to this. It pulled up like they was going, yeah. They left someone at the hotel, so they were going to just drop her off to the procedure and go back to the, The girl's husband's in prison on drugs. Oh, really? He probably concocted the idea. Listen, y'all. You cannot do that. You don't go nowhere. The day didn't invite you, okay? To the Mexico for a bit. She took her homegirl, but recovery was a week. That's what I'm saying. You have to. They stay in the recovery house for some days. They got to recover. Even when you go to Miami, you stay in the recovery house for some days. That's what you have to do, and then you go home and finish the recovery. And then you have to lay on your stomach. You have to get massages and stuff so they can form your, keep your form or do something. But you have to get massages. You have to wear. It's a lot of stuff going on. You got to drain. You got pads. It's a lot of stuff that goes on. Yeah, they did. They have been watching. Yeah, they did. That's what I said. Listen, y'all. Everybody want to be Nino Brown. That's over with. That's over with. If you didn't do it in the 80s, you can't do it in 2023. Okay. You just can't do that. And all y'all deep looking stupid country. Ooh, somebody else said that. Let me tell you, I was talking to somebody. They said they got their income tax and thought that was a bright idea. That's what they thought. If you want light poor people, go to Miami. That's right. That's what I'm saying. Why you didn't go? And then go to Miami. Why you didn't go to Miami? The reason why they didn't go to Miami because they wasn't going for no BBL. Or either, she said, "Well, I got to go on down. I'm gonna run on down here and get this BBL, y'all. Y'all come on down and handle y'all business. We killed two birds with one stone." They said that in the living room while they were smoking Newports and drinking malt liquor. They said, "We gonna go. Yes, that's what we gonna do. We save on gas. We gonna run on down here. You get the BBL, then we be handling the business, and then we go on back to the house." That's what they said. Yeah, that's what they said. Now, y'all know. That's what they said, y'all. It's sad, but that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened. I done seen a lot of folks be in the penitentiary on some dumb shit, right? They just happen to be very unlucky. Me either, because first of all, they're medically... Let me tell you something. I work with a guy at work, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. I work with a guy... They claimed he was a doctor. He was about dumb as a box of rocks. He claimed he was a doctor over in Africa, right? Now, I do know that their credentials don't follow over here. I do know that. But who leaves their wife to take another woman? That's what I'm saying. It ain't even... The whole thing sounds stupid. Now, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. They letting them recover right now, but you best believe they got questions. They're getting questioned and asked questions. Or they might say they done went through enough trauma, right? They done went through enough trauma. But stay out of Mexico. I don't even want to go near Mexico. That part of Texas that's near Mexico, I don't want to go. My daughter was telling me, hey, Janika. My daughter was telling me that, hey, Unique. My daughter was telling me now she's in Texas that there's a part of Texas, one of them cities that they say don't go in. She's like, I'm going to go over there and see. And I'm going to go in the daytime. She said they got cities called sundowner cities. Don't go over there at night, right? I said, listen, if they tell you don't go over there at night, would you think the people change in the daytime? Don't go over there, period. There ain't no need to go and look what you want to see. What you want to see. If they don't want you over there at night, it just means they don't want to kill you in the daytime. They don't want you over there. Don't go over there. Don't go over there. I ain't going nowhere they don't want me. Period. I ain't going. I ain't going nowhere they don't want me. I ain't even going. Let me tell you, when in Cleveland, it's east side and west side. East side was predominantly black. West side was white, but a lot of black folks lived on the west side, the near west side, right? I'm not going over there. I ain't, the nice houses in different suburbs. They don't want you over there. So why be around some people? Why live around somebody they don't want you over there, right? Just because you can afford to be over there. That's stupid. You know what I'm saying? That's stupid. Like, I don't, black folks, I love us. Y'all know that. Yeah, you don't want to live by Baby and them, Ray Ray and them, Pookie and them. You don't want to live next to them. You know what I'm saying? But I would rather be over there because I can see and I know who they are. and know how they move than to go and live in a white neighborhood and they racist and they this and they that, and you don't know. I can't read white folks like that. I've said that all my life, and I'm a street girl. I can't read white folks like that because they grin in your face and stab you right in your back. Yeah, I can't read them, so I ain't going nowhere with them over there. Yeah, Cabo. I ain't going to Cabo. Cabo, Tulum. Everybody running over there to Tulum. I ain't doing none of that. That'd have been one miserable ride back to Carolina, and she got that cert. That's what I'm saying. Listen, my peoples that got that, they was in pain. It's painful. It's painful. That's why they go to in Miami, they got recovery houses, right? That's the big thing down in Miami, because everybody going down there and get BBL. So if you got a nice house and some people, you can take care of somebody, because they got pipes on them, they got drains, they got pads, they got to change their pads on their body and stuff like that. Somebody got to walk you to the bathroom and all that the first couple days. Now, we ain't talking about Jaguar. We get ready to talk about Jaguar next, because they say Jaguar pregnant. She says she pregnant, y'all. So when I heard that, I immediately looked up her age. Jaguar 45. You're not pregnant, sis. You menopausing, right? But I didn't watch it all the way. I watched, Goomba was getting interviewed by some blog or somebody. I watched it for a few minutes. I can't watch. A lot of times the stuff's so crazy, I can only take it in a little bit of it. I can't take a whole bunch of crazy in my head at one time, right? And she said that before, and he said he went along with it just because when she went to the hospital one time way back, I remember that. He said, yeah, it does, Golden. He said that he just went along with it because that was his girl. He just went along with it. He said, but she wasn't pregnant then either, right? Yeah, it's menopause. The Brat 48. Yeah, the Brat 48, but the Brat has some help, right? They artificially inseminated her. But see, listen, y'all. If you didn't have kids, you know what I'm talking about. My youngest, I had him, I was 31 or 2. That was too old for me. That was too old, right? The Brat does have a right mind. But it's a lot on your body. It's a lot on your body the older you get. Now, especially if this is your first child, it might not be so bad at that age. But if you've had kids already and you have a baby at that age, that'll tell you that's horrible. It's horrible. That's not comfortable, right? And he said, so Jaguar, let me tell y'all what Jaguar has done. Jaguar has had a sucker attack. We watched her have a sucker attack, right? She pulled all the tricks out the bag. She got mad. She said she was pregnant. She put on a Sunday best. Did y'all see her when she had on a Sunday best last Sunday? Because Sunday, she had on a Sunday best. Monday, I think she went to the hospital. Sunday, she had on a Sunday best. She had on some shiny shit. She had her eyebrows art. Jacq is a cute woman. If she would fix herself up, she's a nice looking woman. Her skin looks good. She got dimples. Her lips are, everything look nice on her. Put some hair on her and get her fixed up. She's a nice looking woman. She in the mental house. They got to test her before giving meds. She's talking about she don't know. They know for sure. She's annoys me. Yeah, she did have on her Sunday best. Having a low down. She didn't sleep with him because he stink. Oh, she said he stink? I believe she stink too. You been in the car all the time. You stink too. I just don't see her with the best hygiene. I don't see her with the best hygiene. Low sperm count. Listen, first of all, what y'all gonna do with the baby? What you gonna do with the baby? Put the baby in the back seat, ride all around? What you gonna do with the baby? You know what I'm saying? I think they both stink. They do. I think that she was in a house, so I don't know where she was. Looked like when I've seen the video, and she was saying, Gerald, now this is what you're missing: Sunday dinner. Now, y'all ain't never had no Sunday dinner, right? And she had on her Sunday best. She had on, it was something shiny, looked like an old choir robe, right? And her hair was cut lower, and her eyebrows were arched. She had got her eyebrows done up, and she had on some lipstick that matched the shirt, right? I said, well, look at Jacq. And she was like, Gerald, you Sunday dinner. Now, the people that was in the house, right? No disrespect to nobody, but the people that was in the house looked like, now, I don't want to say this right. Looked like they were all had a handicap of some sort, right? They looked like they had a handicap. It looked like, I want to say it looked like a group home. That's what it looked like, right? That's what it looked like. That's what I'm saying. I ain't want to say it, Golden. That's what it looked like. They looked like they was all slow heads of some sort, right? Now, if that's the case, uh, what her name is, Jaguar was having her way with them people, right? She was getting ready to manipulate the mess out them people, right? Cause, yeah, she's in the mental house. Cause I want to know how she got in that house, how she got that girl Jelena to come into that house. Them dudes, where did them dudes come from, right? Because there was a lot of stuff in that house. That's what makes me think it was like a group home, like a group home or a situation home, right? And she in there talking about this the Sunday dinner, and the food. I stopped looking. Let me tell y'all something. She displayed a bowl of something that looked horrible, and it had eggs around the side of it. I don't know what she's called that. I don't listen, y'all. The whole thing crazy, right? And R. Kelly daughter said one of those men was her therapist. What? What in the crazy is going on? What? Yeah, it was some egg. It was a bowl of something dark, right? And she said what it was, but I turned off of it because the eggs was cut and around the side of it. Whatever was inside the bowl was dark. Didn't look like it was eatable, right? I said, Lord, look at him, right? But she was trying to lure him back. Listen, when I watched him yesterday, I watched him briefly for a few moments. He said, "It's over. It's over." You know what I'm saying? It's over. He back home with his mom and them. He taking baths, he eating good. That was an adventure for him. Being with Jacq. And then, Jacq showed, this is right before she went this was like Sunday or Monday. Might have been Monday. She put up it was Sunday when she had the Sunday dinner. Monday, she put up the marriage license that wasn't signed. So Jaguar thinks she can play in our face and trick us, right? The people ate her up in the comments, right? He's over it. They ate her up in the comments because the marriage license was not signed. It was not notarized. They ate her up, right? And people was on there like, I'm a notary. I'm a lawyer. That's not the marriage license. That's just an application. They ate her up, right? Next thing you know, she was in the hospital. So Jaguar was trying to play in our face and it didn't work. But she's so used to playing in our face, right? But now listen, I had told my daughter 2 days before this, the oldest chicken. That's what I said, Lisa Marie. Listen, I told my daughter 2 days before this happened, I said, listen, she's spiraling out of control. She's having a suck attack. The man left, he ain't coming back. And she knows he's not coming back. So she's pulling all the tricks. She's pulling out all the stops. And I told her the night before, after the Sunday dinner, I said, she is in the bed in the fetal position. Listen, ladies, we done all done that once in our life. If you ain't, it's coming. You that man that left you, your heart is broke, you in the bed in the fetal position. And I told my daughter before it was announced that she was in the hospital, I said, she's in the fetal position. After that Sunday dinner trick didn't go, I said, she in the bed in the fetal position. Because my daughter was like, Jacq ain't been online. This was Monday. I said, because she's in the bed in the fetal position. That's what happened. I'm a woman, I know. I've lived life long enough, I know. You can clown all you want. At some point, it has to stop. When she realized he wasn't answering her calls, and then y'all know, the girlfriend and her had words over the phone. She ain't even the girlfriend, it's just somebody that he had sex with, right? Yeah, she got caught lying. That's exactly what happened. She got caught lying. The girlfriend, the lady friend, and Jacq, this was somebody that Goomba had went with years ago. They reconnected. And the girl said, we just having sex or something like that. Jacq wanted to argue with her. And what she did was she did a jag on her. Jacq was cussing and saying it. She was like, oh, really? She played the go ahead and clown out role with her, right? And the girl said, listen, I ain't in love with him. We just having fun or whatever she was saying, right? And Jaguar said, be careful around your kids. She was doing everything. And I knew after listening to that about 8 or 9 minutes, I said, she's going to lay down and get into the fetal position because all her tricks have not worked. Her tricks have not worked. And saying I'm pregnant, that was the last straw. That was the last straw. Your old ass ain't pregnant. You ain't pregnant. And Goomba said she ain't pregnant, right? She's just doing that. So now hopefully, so she has a mental illness, right? So she's going to do this from time to time. She's going to go somewhere and go away for a while, come back. I think that's just a thing. That's what's going to happen with her. Yeah, she was desperate. She was definitely desperate. She was definitely desperate, right? And it's sad to watch, but I couldn't stop watching it, right? Every day somebody would send me something. Every few minutes it was something else. Right before I can get over this thing, it was something else. And then she was somebody said Jacq going live, but I'm at work. I can't really watch. I can't watch it. Right, I'm at work. But when she put on her Sunday best outfit, some kind of way the background. I don't know if she was on Chit Chat. What is it called? Chit Chat. What is that other Snapchat? Right, I said Chit Chat. She had some kind of background, some kind of psychotic, hypnotizing background in the back. They are. But see, he has a mother and a father, and he know where to go get his help from. Enough of the crazy. Listen, I got kinfolk that's like that. At some point, they get tired. They get tired, right? And they have to go and sit down. And I had told my daughter, I said, she's time for her to sit. She's not, you're in a manic state. It's time to come down. It's time to come down. All her manipulation, all her tricks, all her narcissistic behavior has not worked, and he ain't budging. Well, maybe she's done that before, and he come back. He's not doing it. He's tired. And I'm going to tell you something. The reason why I believe he's tired, I said it before. Her telling them people sell drugs and fentanyl, doing all that at that barbershop, them grown men. And if they is doing that, cuz said, I don't want no parts of that. No, you don't get killed by yourself, sis. You on your own on this one. If that is true, right? If that is true, he said, oh, no. No, you done went too far. Because them is his friends, them is people. No, you done went too far now, Jacq. I'm not going to die for you. I'm going to lie, but I ain't going to die. That's what he said, right? And you can't believe her. First of all, Jacq gonna tell all your business, right? Jacq is going to attach on to you because she was calling anybody that talks about her and blogs about her, and she know them. She calls them while they going live. She called the guy Sean Davy Way on while she was live. She called Tokyo Tony. She called what's the guy? Not Payne. Somebody Payne, the gay guy that got a blog. Hey, K Remy. Yes, she is. Yes, she is playing a dangerous game. That's what I'm telling you. That's why Goomba, this is why he said, oh, no. All that other clownery and buffoonery, he was with it. Because I don't care what nobody say. Men like, listen to me close, y'all. Men like crazy pussy. They do. They like it, right? Because they probably wild and jungle-like in the bed or something. But the fact that you talking about, and I think either the people in the barbershop is a cousin or they close friends with him, right? He said, oh, no, you on your own on this one. Said she messed up his safe space at the shop. Right. They won't let him come. Oh, okay. Official King Payne. That's his name, King Payne. She was on the phone with King Payne. They was talking. Tokyo Tony, she just went. She called these folks and she called in while they live. And, she likes the mess. Oh, you don't know what she said, Dion? She said they were selling fentanyl, they selling drugs, and she said it repeatedly. She didn't say it one time. She said it several times on several lives. She said it several times that they selling drugs. She went to the police station and said it. Now, let's say that's true, right? She said they selling drugs, they selling fentanyl, they killing the neighborhood. She went on a rampage about it more than once. Goomba said, oh, no, because let's say that's true. He know them people. Oh, no, that ain't what you do. He want them back to the safe space. And everybody know your mama house is the safe space. Go on back to mama and them. That's where he at. Go on back to mama and them where it's safe. And daddy got the shotgun. Go on back over there, right? He ain't fooling with her. He's not fooling with her. Yeah. She said that would do that at the shop. She didn't want Goomba to have any friends, rely only on her. Exactly. That's narcissistic behavior. But what he did, and she talked about his mama. She threatened his mama, his daddy, his sister. She threatened them people. She told them to put all the matches up. She just saying all kind of crazy. And she was doing everything to bring him back, and it didn't work. It did not work. Because he was cool with all the theatrics and all the dramatics and all that stuff. But now, you talking, if the people is selling dope, he don't want no parts of that. Get Goomba unalive so she can collect his veterans. But K Remy, they say they're not even married, though, because the marriage certificate wasn't signed. They're not even really married. They're not even really married. That's what the people, according to the paperwork, they're not married, right? They applied, they filed, but they're not married. That's why she keeps being specific about my husband, my husband. She believes that in herself, but that's not really the case. You know what I'm saying? He don't want nothing to do with her. Nothing. He don't want nothing to do with her. He know that she was scamming them people with that Philadelphia stuff. She was getting people's money. First of all, y'all remember last year, whatever, she was selling some products. She never gave the people their products. Then she was having people subscribe to the Philadelphia. People in the comments said they can't link in or whatever you're supposed to do, they can't get it. So she's taking folks' money. Then she took the people's money so they can have a DNA test to prove that Jelena was R. Kelly's and Aaliyah's child. That didn't never happen. She's been taking people's money and that train has dried up. Because the comments, I read the comments, y'all, on everything. The comments are more interesting than what she's saying. The people are not siding with her like they were. The people have turned against her. Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't signed and sealed. So then I don't believe they're really married, right? She was doing everything. Because see, when you're a narcissist, you need someone to feed off of. Goomba was that. She don't have that. She don't have that. So now she's got to find somebody else, right? And who's gonna fool with her but another crazy, right? So therefore, she was in the crazy house. She was over there in the group home, feeling around, right? But they was youngsters. You know what I'm saying? They was youngsters. But what she's trying to do is find somebody else to attach to that she can manipulate and feed off of. The well has run dry. The well has run dry. Ain't that the truth? You know, again, your grandma never say, go over there and sit down. Go somewhere and sit down. That's what she need. And that's where she at now. Now, I don't know if they married or not, but I think they say in Texas, they acknowledge common law. You know, I don't know how true that is. I don't know. She needs a lot of attention. She likes it. She thrives off of it. But that's what narcissists do. They thrive off the attention, whether it's negative or positive. Matter of fact, I think they like the negative better, right? And so that's what has happened. And she's not getting the results. And then she's reading the comments. The comments are against her. The people have turned all the way against her. You got a couple, one or two, like, Jacq, we believe in you. But a lot of people are saying, Jacq, we love you, but you wrong. Or Jacq, stop it. You know, she's not getting what she thought she was gonna get. She's not getting that anymore. So she has to go somewhere and sit down. She got to go somewhere and sit down. And I hope she stays down, but I doubt if this is the last that we hear of her. I doubt that. I doubt that very seriously, right? Like I said, y'all, my grandbaby is here. I haven't seen her since Cleveland. She's 5. I haven't seen her physically. Now, we FaceTime all the time. But I haven't seen her physically since she was like 2 at my house, right? I've been gone 3 years, so I haven't seen her. So she's here. I smell her mom is in there cooking, right? They in there cooking. They got rolls and potatoes and steak and crabs or something. I don't know what all they got up in there, right? Yeah, she's here, and I haven't seen her, and she is the spitting image of my son, JoJo. She acts like him. She's definitely us, right? She's very outgoing, very smart. She's in kindergarten. She's very, very smart. And so I am going to enjoy her. She been waiting for me to TikTok with her, right? She been waiting me to TikTok with her. And so I promised that I would TikTok. After I did my live and did my obligations to my YouTube, I would TikTok with her. So we're going to eat. Hey, Arhiel. Oh, Arhiel, I'm about to go away. I'll be back next Sunday at 6. My grandbaby's here. I was just telling everybody my grandbaby's here. She's 5. I haven't seen her. I FaceTime her all the time, but I haven't physically seen her in 3 years, right? Since Cleveland. Yeah, Corey, listen, I smell it, right? Now I don't eat beef, but they got good cuts of steak. They got some, I don't know if it's lobster or crab legs. I think it's crab legs, the potatoes, rolls, biscuits, you know, they got it going on, right? So I am going to enjoy my grandbaby because we got to TikTok. I promised her we was going to TikTok. She TikToks. And she's 5, so I got to do a TikTok, child. I don't know what we gonna do, but we got to do a TikTok. Y'all, Corey, y'all follow me on TikTok. Y'all got to follow me on TikTok because I love TikTok, right? So I'm going to enjoy them. I'll be back next Sunday at 6. Y'all, I'll be back next Sunday at 6, and we'll talk about all the goings on in the world. Make sure y'all watch SWV. Corey, you watching SWV and Escape? Make sure you watch that tonight at 8. And we will discuss that. I will upload a video of my commentary on Tuesday about that, right? We'll chat for some hours next week, y'all. We'll see y'all. Okay, y'all. Love y'all. See you, Jacq Squad.